Good morning, YouTube. Merry Christmas, although it was yesterday. I just want to wish everyone happy holidays going forward. I was able to take a few videos in yesterday, and I enjoyed them. I'm hearing across the board that some or a lot of us have, this is our first Christmas without the narc, and unanimously most of us are saying similar things, that it's one of the best Christmases we've known, and we have peace, and that's what I'm hearing a lot of. And if you don't got peace, you don't got anything. I mean, money, diamonds, women, lots of men, cars, you name it. If you don't have peace, and this sounds cliche. People are like, if I had $1 million, it would make me happy. Here to tell you, a day without a narc in your life is one of the most happiest days of your life. And anyone who's been through this with them, they will tell you that. They will tell you that without blinking an eye. I haven't been on here in a while, but I just want to wish everybody a safe holiday. Because these days, these holidays, they are only here one day a year, each of these holidays. But after the holiday and the glitz and the glamour wears off, we have so many more days ahead that we consider just back to normal. So in hyping ourselves up, a lot of times a lot of people got disappointed this year, as always. It's just a theatrical coming together, which I don't have a problem with that. That's why we go to theater. The art, it's an art, Christmas decoration and whatnot. Of course, I didn't put a Christmas tree up. I don't have a Christmas light up anywhere. But I don't knock people that do that. It's lost its appeal to me. Many years ago, even before the narc experience, I guess God was showing me that, I believe the book of Ecclesiast, it could be the Songs of Solomon, when he talks about he had this, he had that, he's seen this, he's seen that, but everything is pretty much meaningless to him. And that's a good book. I don't know specifically where it's at in the Bible, but if you read that book and hear Solomon talk about that, everything that he's encountered in life brought him back to one central point. It's nothing. It means nothing. It was futile. Brought it like a temporal joy. So that's another thing there. But I haven't been on here in a while. I'm thinking I don't need to make the videos as much as I need to just continue to listen, because this is very intriguing to me. I've got an opportunity to listen to H.G. Tutor. He actually was being interviewed over the radio with somebody, or a podcast. This is where you just hear voices, both parties talk. It was a female interviewing him and giving you the breakdown of who he is, and he loves to give the dynamics of how they play their game. And for some reason, I don't despise him or Sam Vaknin. I actually appreciate the fact that for whatever reasons they are doing this. Like the Bible said, when the apostles came back and said, hey, they're preaching the gospel and they're making money off of it. Some of them are not even preaching it right, da-da-da-da-da. And it was, I believe it was Paul, or one of the apostles, said that it doesn't matter who's preaching it as long as it's being preached. So with that analogy, I'm saying the same thing with these people. H.G. Tutor, Sam Vaknin, and whoever else out there may be a narcissist, and in fact educating us about narcissists and how to be on guard against them. I think it's a noble thing, because God will use the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. So you can get this information if you want, and use it for yourself if you're an empath or a survivor. Or you can look at these people with scorn and discord, and cause all these emotions to rise up in you, because we have empathy, and those emotions will jump out, and they'll cause you to block your blessing. You won't get what you need to get out of these things. um, Someone said one time, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I think that says it all right there. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand's doing. To know what these guys are doing and how they play, this is a grand opportunity for us to be able to be able to capitalize on some of these angles, because I think straight from the horse's mouth, I don't hang on every word that they say. I'm more of a tacticianer when it comes to listening to this kind of stuff. I'll do subjective and projective thinking. I'll do process of elimination. I'll do all this crazy stuff to eliminate some of the things that I don't think are applicable to me or my situation, or even if it overwhelms or overloads my thinking process, I'll use those things that I think that are pertinent, relevant to where I am and where I need to go in this situation with dealing with this stuff. So 2 points there was a blessing to everyone out here, and two, just there's just a peace that a lot of us have for this holiday that we didn't have before with the toxic people in our life. I will be coming back here very soon. I don't know how soon. I already know what I'm gonna do, and I want to share something with people on YouTube with regards of narcissist or narcissistic personality disorder. And this will be a segment, whereas I won't do a whole lot of talking. I will speak on the subject at hand, and then I will divert to the subject that I'll be talking about, and I'll allow that situation to play itself out literally on video, and I'll just let people comment if they will on what they see in this commentary or this video I'm going to share with you, and I'll share what I see. And it's going to basically deal with just signs, body language, and cues of what a narcissist is and what it looks like, or what they look like, even if they're not in your life or they're in your immediate space. Being able to detect them from afar or from a distance, safe distance. So I think it's going to be interesting, because it was for me. It was eye-opening. And another thing I'll point out, well, I'll save that for last. And when I do conclude on that on the issue of what I'm going to talk about, I believe a lot of people will understand what I understand, but I haven't heard it so much talked about. I'm going to open a lot of can of worms. A lot of worms are going to open up. Of course, it's just going to be my opinion, and I think it's going to be a little more than my opinion. I'm going to theoretically looking at the world that we live in, and from my own experience, and just from taking in visuals of how a world works, I think everybody who's listening to it undoubtedly will come away with a newfound appreciation for our world. Well, I wanted to keep this at 10 minutes, so we're almost there now. Be safe, as I said a couple of times before. That's my main concern. Just be safe. Be good to yourself. Be nice to those who are around you. Don't punish the good for the sins of the bad. And just be the best you can be. Don't become what you hate. Bless.